Hello, and good aftermorning data importer. Art here, and today I will be your digital guide to installing and configuring the client uploader for automating your imports into the Inphonite app. Think of the client uploader as your dedicated and secure data pipeline to get your data into the Inphonite app. There are two methods for how the data is imported, either via a flat file, like a CSV or text file, or connecting to a database via an ODBC connection. Since the client uploader runs as a service, the uploads continue to run automatically even in the event when the computer is locked or a different user is signed in. We're almost done with the preamble. Before jumping in, there are 4 prerequisites for a successful installation of the client uploader. Login credentials, username or email address and password for the Inphonite app. Data source. Understand if your data comes from an automated file push or an ODBC connection. Administrative permissions. You'll need them to install the uploader. Server environment. Ideally, install the uploader on a dedicated server that runs continuously to avoid data import interruptions. If you don't have all 4, you can subscribe to the channel before pausing the video and gathering what you need to make sure this is a successful installation. Installing the uploader is simple. You should be on the desktop of the machine where you need the client uploader installed. Head out to the installer website, packages.inphonite.com/uploader install. Remember, admin privileges are required for this step. After installation, run the uploader. You'll be prompted to log in with your Inphonite credentials. Upon login, you'll see 3 main tabs: Dashboard, Import Configuration, and Log View. What information is on the dashboard? Client uploader status shows the last heartbeat timestamp and service status. Is the service running or not running? Installed version indicates the uploader's current version. Run all imports now triggers all configured imports immediately. Import Statistics provides a quick view of recent activity within the past 24 hours. Import Configuration. This tab lets you set up your data import processes. Create a new import. Click Add and give it a descriptive name. Import Account. Select the Inphonite account where the data will be imported. Server-side import. Choose the corresponding server-side import on Inphonite, for example, appointment reminders. Usually there's 1 per account. Import frequency. Determine how often the import runs. Choose continuously for file-based imports, or set a daily schedule, at least 1 hour before notifications, for ODBC imports. Imported files path. Specify a location to archive processed files for auditing purposes. After any upload, we move the imported file to the path and rename it with the timestamp. Local import type. Select File or SQL depending on your data source. File imports. Source import file path. Set the location where your data files are stored. Use an asterisk with the extension for dynamic file names. For example, datafile.csv. If you're pulling from a place on your network, you can type in the UNC path. Wait timer will give you 5 minutes to make sure your file has not been modified before importing. Leave it enabled to ensure complete files are imported, especially during testing. Disabling it might import partial files. ODBC and SQL users. Connection string and query. Enter the connection string and SQL query to retrieve data from your database. Refer to connectionstrings.com for help with connection strings. Test your query. Click Edit in Query Editor to refine your query in a familiar Object Explorer. Use the buttons to switch views and customize column headers. Save your changes before exiting. Saving your configuration, click the Save button in the main window to finalize your import settings. Log View. This tab displays logs regarding import activity. The default location is in your Program Data folder. Use this for troubleshooting upload issues. You'll know if your file-based upload is successful because the file will be moved from the current folder to the imported files path configured. If you're doing an ODBC import, there will also be an archived file with the query values. For installation assistance, contact support@inphonite.com or check our knowledge base at support.inphonite.com. Happy uploading!